everyone! Welcome to Roll to Forge, a place dedicated to tabletop RPGs.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah, we are.
And fun.
And fun.
And this is a Blades household.
So
Yeah.
Forge in the Dark household.
This is a Forge in the Dark. It doesn't roll off the tongue the same, though.
It's Blade's household.
For now.
For now. There'll be other games. How are y'all doing out there? Darkness.
Was that
Yeah.
Nocturne?
Yes.
Nice.
Darkness. I play League of Legends. Follow me. I don't stream.
So you just mean literally follow you around?
Yeah, literally follow me around. Check out our other series, Floor Play,
Floor play.
Band of Blades. We might, after we're done with this, we might have Aegon or Scum and Villainy coming up on the track, and then devlogs and Forge Fridays. We have tons of stuff, tons of content.
Way more than I
Everything's
thought
comes
we'd have at this point.
To
I'm
be honest,
impressed.
Yeah, we have like 40 videos.
There we go.
40
Ooh,
videos.
There you go.
So
And a movie.
one for every week, and a movie. We have 40 episodes in a movie. We'll have a big climactic finale. We'll bring in 10 players. Be it who
Man.
Ooh, that's an idea.
10
10
players.
players.
Like just a heat, like rotating, like a big final. We'll have like 2 or 3 DMs. The table will rotate.
Ooh, the table
Oh,
will
it's
be
gonna
like
be
a
like
giant
those-
Lazy Susan.
Yeah, like they're doing on Broadway now with like
Lazy
every
Susans.
movie. Or no, every play. They have one
They
in
have
Hamilton, they had one in Something Rotten. I don't know.
Are you talking about Lazy Susans right now on
No.
Broadway?
You're talking about
A rotating stage. You're the one who threw out the word Lazy Susan.
That's like good.
Hi, I'm Tyler. That's Liam, and did you want to introduce yourself to me?
Hi, my name's Delaney. I am your local redhead and part-time Lazy Susan.
That's what I was so hoping you would say. I was literally just trying to
I'm
lock
very
that one.
lazy, and I'm gonna be on Broadway.
Susan.
Susan?
It's gonna be her
Susan.
stage
Rotating
name.
around.
I'm gonna stand on the stage and just turn.
Just go 360.
Yeah.
It's $360 to watch.
One person.
1 degree.
We're actually gonna be streaming that one.
Yeah.
That's
Why
one of
doesn't
the Broadway
someone
ones that's gonna be
recap what
streamed.
happened last time?
Recap.
Yeah, you wanna...
You were there, right?
You left.
I left?
Oh yeah. Our good friend
Like
Caro
in
over
life?
there, traumat'd out
Oh, yeah.
because he saw children. He went, "Oh no!" and
Screamed and left.
got out of there after an entire, you know, breaking and entering a party that we were already at.
We couldn't go upstairs though, so I had to figure out what were their secrets.
There was also a beggar man.
A baker
A
man.
beggar man. And mystery surrounding an assassination attempt on one of the city council, presumably.
An upcoming assassination.
Upcoming assassination attempt? Or successful assassination. I don't know.
Upcoming on CNN.
We'll find
We'll
out.
find out.
Sweet con.
And
Live updates.
we are embroiled in a almost war with this organization.
With the
called
Hive.
We don't want to do something
Don't want to
bad.
be at war. Our
Yeah, I'm allergic to
contact,
bees. So.
Adelaide Freud, has helped us
In more ways than she
more ways
knows.
than she knows. And the heat is a little bit on us as we've gotten through our last mission. Some people are looking for answers as they attacked Milos. They attacked me. And
Oh, right.
wanted, and unfortunately I spilled that we were at the party. Anything you want to add?
Nope.
I mean,
That's where we're
we've
at.
established that we deal with strange oddities,
Yeah.
and we stole a mahogany box.
We
Didn't
look.
look inside it.
And gave it to the ghost woman.
Gave it to
That
Sally.
was, we're going way back. That's the
Contact.
first.
I don't know how far we're recapping.
But now it's there.
And then before that, we sat down at the table, and then
Mhm.
before that, Jeremy clapped in front of the camera to get it to work, and then
And now we're here.
And now here we are.
that's the recap.
All right, so you just returned from, I would say, a semi-successful score of gathering information at Lord Penderen's house party, and yeah. So what do you want to do? Do you have a name? Opulent Truth, Opulent Palace.
Opulent Palace.
What do you want to do? Opulent Palace.
How about we call? I think we should change our name to OP.
We are OP.
Exactly. I think it comes off the tongue faster. I cannot say the opulent Paul. It does not work for me.
Try it.
The opulent. I can't do it.
One more time.
Ah.
That was closer.
Well, what if people, when they're talking about us, they just go, "Oh,
This I like.
Yeah.
The op. The op guys.
You heard of? Oh,
They'll see our deed. Someone will walk into a room after we've pulled something off, and we'll just have our insignia there, and they'll be holding the dishes. They'll drop them on the floor as they see it, and they'll go, "Oh."
Yes, and this is our calling card.
leaving behind like what's our symbol? Like two coins.
We have to have a. Oh, I've got it. Okay, you describe this for the people to hear. Here. Oh, yes, and then we do a P. I think this is good.
What,
You want to do like
what
a
you're
slogan?
missing is just two circles with a line between them.
Is the
That's
OP. The op guys.
I was thinking more just a visual insignia of what those two words actually mean.
This is a sword for my sword.
Could it be a doorway, like a golden doorway?
With that inscribed on it.
This is what you want? Now it kind of looks like an owl. Hold on, wait, it is an owl. That is our new symbol.
What you can't see is that they're drawing.
Yes. Why we
Well,
just mean Delaney.
I will
This
say
is.
that.
No, you can't pick
It's
that.
an owl.
I will say
The opulent palace is an owl. It's our man.
the other
It's
day.
our guide.
Yes.
We'll rope in
The other day.
a visual designer who has more expertise in this kind of viral marketing.
This is
campaign.
good. The O and the P make up the eyes and the straight line, and then a little beak, and then a doorway.
What does
And
Why
now
is
there's
there
an
an
owl.
owl? Why is
what
an
does
owl?
have to do with us? We don't operate.
They are sneaky at the nighttime,
All right.
just like
I'm
us.
listening.
They eat tiny prey, like mice, like we do.
And,
I don't eat mice, but yeah, go on.
But it's the metaphor. Yeah, okay. It's a metaphor for it.
and they're wise.
They
beyond
are.
their years.
And they look very badass.
And they're operated at night.
Yeah.
An owl could. My thing is though, the opulent palace doesn't ring out avian.
Well, sometimes when you go in big buildings, you know, like a bus station or something, there is birds in the ceiling. Maybe we have birds in the palace.
Could you fix me a mimosa, Rosebud?
Joe,
While we're talking about this,
are you sending me away because you don't like my owl idea?
that is not what I am doing. I am very much so requesting a beverage because I.
You do not like mimosa.
No.
I see you always throw it overboard.
It's not what I.
Yesterday
Was
I
Jay
make you
reading this?
special mimosa. You said thank you very much. And I see. I turn. I see. You chuck it over your shoulder.
I thought I
see
saw a ghost approaching me. I had to
this.
ditch.
You know I do not let ghosts on my ship.
Neither do
I didn't know you
expect.
had precautions protecting you from them.
I've got several. I pull up my spirit's bane. I go grab my sage. I got several.
What does all this incense also do? Is it just for like atmosphere, or is it actual
What?
medicinal incense, or?
They smell very nice.
Yeah.
If I could pick out one, I'm sure it would.
Yeah.
But it's just like a haze in here of different aromas. I feel
Very
like each breath is a different energy.
Strengthens the lungs. I say it
Yes,
does.
more importantly than a sigil, probably, would be
We'll put it on the
our
book. We'll put
next
next shelf it.
endeavor, our next plan of action. I have been trying to keep my profile pretty low since my last encounter on the streets.
Oh, yeah. You got banged up, dude.
Yeah, but I will say much of our dealings are unknown at the moment, but I'm afraid, I don't know. I don't want to attract attention right now.
Yeah, okay.
I think
He puts away, he like pushes underneath his bed like some fireworks that he had planned for a party.
There's a big party on the docks.
Big party.
Oh, was that for tonight?
That was for tonight, okay.
Celebration.
Oh, we're not doing that one.
That's
Oh,
great,
okay, okay. Well, then I think part of the difficulty that we've had is we've been, boots on the ground ourselves. Anytime we're hired to do something, we're the ones who have to find everything out on our own. I've been leaning on the people that we know already, Salia, but I want to see if there's a way we can get more information without having to do as much movement ourselves, keeping our faces off the street until the score is actually done.
It's like a pyramid scheme.
Kinda. You get people to case an area, you don't tell them why, you don't tell them what they're looking for, you just want to hear more about it. Especially if we're going to be swinging in more of the night marks. Yeah.
It's a perk.
Informants. Yeah.
I will say, I have been making a friend.
So you're already working on it then?
Yeah, I've been working on this.
Are you looking for someone who would be an informant or someone to bring into the crew?
Well, mostly for information, but he's good with his sword, so who can...
It's good to have eyes everywhere, right?
Mm-hmm. Especially if they're focused. Where do we... Is there anywhere in particular we want to continue to keep an eye? Somewhere here closer to home, since we've seen people already near the lair? Somewhere in Coleridge?
Yeah, I would feel safer that way, probably.
So we are looking for informants in Coleridge to inform us about Coleridge?
Just to, if I'm reading you right,
Yeah.
help us stay ahead of whatever surprises might come at us next.
Yeah.
So that way I don't get jumped again.
And
You
also,
did not get jumped in Coleridge.
Oh, true, but I don't want to get jumped anywhere.
How will
It's
somebody...
really,
I think
really
this is more...
uncomfortable.
I think it's smarter to look in Night Watch. This is where we do our job. An
alright.
informant where we do
We
the
can
job is
spread
with
the
a job.
informants out. We can disperse them. They don't know how. to
This
do
is...
that.
The dandelion is safe. It is hidden. I have a tarp. I throw it over at the end of the day. It's
Do
hidden.
you not remember someone
wait.
marching up right
Wait.
to your door,
Wait.
leaving a woman as an empty hut?
From what I recall, they were walking on the docks. Who can know if they were coming to me? And number two, that was your problem. And
But
it was a
then-
ghost.
Yeah.
Okay. Look. Do you actually throw a huge tarp over this entire boat?
Yeah, it's up on the deck. Every day we leave, I throw
I
it
thought
over.
that was just a big pile of wet magazines or something.
Yeah, I made it out of
I
what
was afraid to
magazine?
lift it
A
up.
paper mache.
Yeah, I made it out of my
Next thing you know,
know,
you're gonna tell me you painted it to blend into the scenery.
this is why it's blue.
Look, I'm okay with that. I'm also okay with informants.
I just don't understand what information they will bring us about the dog. You're looking for a bodyguard? You're looking for someone to what? To house it? To boss house it?
No, I'm not looking. I'm looking for someone who can help us be our eyes on the streets. Whether that's night
Then
market
this
for our
should be a
score.
night market.
All right. Well,
They
then
can-
it means that we're forward. We're investing in the future. Then.
This is what we're always doing?
Well, we have to gather enough means in order, but I think that a good step would be to start broadening our network.
Yeah, I agree.
It's cool, then we're all
So,
in agreement.
with that being said, who do we want to ask, and who are we going to turn to for connections to informants.
Well, the only informant I know is Salia.
I have this friend. He is not more of acquaintance at this point, to be sure.
Who?
Could you introduce us?
I actually do not think I forgot his name from you. We kind of just made a clock and then
I didn't give you a name for the clock yet.
The person that you were fighting
friend.
with. Yeah.
The friend clock. It was my long-term project.
Yeah. I didn't give you a name yet.
Oh, okay.
Well, I think then we go and speak with Salia and see what we can do for her in exchange for connection to her information.
I met her once. She had very nice green eyes, but where do you guys know her from?
She's someone that I go to for information.
Contact.
Yeah.
But she,
What does she do?
I mean, what is she known for? What is, other than being an informant? Where is she from? What's her area that she's typically found? Not in my book, but like to him. No.
I meet her at clandestine locations. Usually sells information secrets.
Yeah.
Things that you wouldn't be able to get.
Is how you got that contact?
Yeah. Well, she's put us in touch with. She's how we got that first mission with the box.
But it's hard to reach her, so we weren't able to talk to her before our last mission.
I'm assuming she works with many people.
Considering the things she's able to know, yeah.
What about the ladies of the night house we went to?
Oh, we're Loop.
Yeah.
The wraiths.
The confessional.
The confession.
No, the whorehouse, the brothel.
Called the Confessional?
Oh, yeah.
You don't remember the name. Yeah.
No, I didn't have notebook.
Well, the wraiths are. I don't know how to get into contact with them. Really, usually they come to us. They're more established than we are at the moment, which
so they
will
can
not be
give
for
us
long.
some contacts.
They might be able to. They are good spies. If we. Ooh.
You okay?
Want some more
Alright.
eel?
I think the eel isn't agreeing with me. I think I had that.
I'll have it then.
Yeah, you can have that. Go ahead. Yeah, of course.
So
But
he
yeah,
gets
I
eel.
think we see what bites. We go back to maybe the confessional, see if we can find any connection to Loop or yeah, that's the only name I have.
We can also expand ourselves through Miss Freud.
Yeah, she knows a lot of higher ups, probably.
It's an option. I'm not sure if she have contacts in the underworld per se.
But
So, do you want to all kind of cast our net wide and see who's willing?
Sure.
yes.
All right. Who's gathering what? Wraiths, Salia, and Miss Freud.
I can talk to my guy too.
I was gonna.
4 of us. There's 3 of us.
I'm
I'm sure your guy. I think he's less of an informant. Maybe more of, like you said when I brought up the idea of a bodyguard. Maybe he's someone. If it does turn out to be trustworthy and he's in it for the coin.
A
bring him
house
on.
sitter.
Would it be easier
Sure,
for a
or someone-
nobleman to get in touch with another noble?
It's possible.
I'm sure you guys. There's probably a way that you guys can contact the wraiths if you want to contact the wraiths.
Yeah.
No. I'll go and contact Miss Freud. That's okay with everybody.
Sure. Right.
You seem to get along really well with Luke.
You also like
Sure. Yeah, I do it.
sex.
But no.
Yeah, you do. That's all you talk
What?
Because
No.
literally, you come in here
The lady of the
One of
sword.
as soon as we finish up, every time we finish a job, first thing you do when you get onto the dandelion is throw everything off and put on your robe. I'm just
It's
saying.
naked time. Yeah, I don't like clothes. This doesn't mean that I like the sex.
Well, I don't think Luke likes clothes either.
You asked me how I swing once. Was that an invitation?
I do not remember this.
It's burned into my memory.
It is a classic greeting from the Isles.
No, I didn't oppose it. I just was unaware.
Have you figured an answer yet?
All right. I'll catch you guys.
That information.
We'll meet up back here at the Dandelion, or did you want to meet somewhere else?
I send you back here.
All right.
Yeah, the Dandelion is good.
Tomorrow?
Yes. Couple days.
All right. Couple days.
I take my tarp made of magazines painted blue, and I throw it over myself.
And that's like our great
That's
cut.
the cut.
It's like you see it.
Yeah. So you want to spend a couple days gathering information?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sure.
Trying to see who is interested in
To get informants.
yeah, who has any access to that would be willing to
Make a
share or make that jump in our claim. Yeah.
The rates could potentially be willing to share.
Mm-hmm.
You can also steal from any of the other factions out there.
Steal.
Not something that necessarily needs rolling as far as like, you just have to decide who you want to do that with, from, take out.
Ooh.
Loop is the second in command of the race.
That is correct.
Yes.
So you have to. You're no. I was gonna go talk to the race.
Our leader is called Slain.
Luke
Hey!
Slain.
This
Your
is my
name
last
Slain.
name.
Same.
Wait,
That's
so we
my
can
last
steal
name.
informants from any organization?
That is correct.
Ooh.
You could
We
try
could
to
get
steal
blue coats on our
informants.
side.
Right. I was gonna say, wait, we're not meeting.
Blue hats.
Blue coats. You're right.
I was like, the gondoliers
As informants.
is informants.
They do travel across all the waterways, but they mostly deal in spirit stuff, so they'll know more about ghosts and things than probably any of the other information you might want to know.
Right.
Just depends.
The blue coats might be a good thing to get informants in.
Blue coats usually deal with the lower areas of the city, so the docks, Crow's Foot, Dunslow, Barrowclef, Char Hollow. I know that means like nothing. So basically down in like this area,
Yeah, right off the.
like down south of the city. That's where the blue coats kind of reign. Anything north is more imperial territory, so the imperial soldiers.
Yeah.
So we could either try and steal it from someone who isn't aligned, or could we try and trade favor with someone,
The raid.
like with the rates, or
Yeah.
even or with the reconciled?
Yeah.
Okay.
Reconcile might be more difficult just because they have. It just might be difficult to get them to work for you.
Yeah.
If you're trying to like pool friendship, I guess is what
Yeah.
if that's your goal.
We don't have a +2 with that.
We're
not.
With
even
the
if you had
rates.
even if you had a +3 with them, it would still be a matter of like. There's while Solly is friendly with you, and she is one of your connections to the reconciled. The reconciled aren't necessarily fond of the living.
Gotcha.
They might ask for a favor.
Okay. Gotcha.
They might ask for a score for a claim.
Gotcha. Trade.
Yeah,
Okay.
But that's with the rates.
that's what the reconciled.
With the reconcile.
Could
Okay.
also potentially be with the rates, but they may give it to you. Who
What's
knows?
our current standing with the rates?
+2.
So we're pals.
Yeah.
We're pals.
Yeah. So I think we go with the rates.
Yeah.
Because it's in night market.
We're all going then?
I'm not where we're all going, but like that's the one that we pull on. That's the one
I
that
thought we were pulling on all three.
How do we want to do this? Do we want to all go and see?
We all go see, meet back in a couple days. But I think
We all go see
let's
separate
with the
people, or we
race.
all go.
Separate one. That's what we said
Okay.
as we left the scene.
Let's go with the race. That's right.
Okay, that's a lot of hanging on. Little me, boys.
So let's see your scene then.
So who's talking to whom?
Talking loop.
Freud.
Salia.
We will start with you. So
Would I know where to find Loop?
Loop would know where to find you.
So I'm just running around going, Loop, Loop, I'm
prob-
looking for you.
You
And
probably like talked to a Wraith member and like beat up the chain. You will meet at a place called the Devil's Tooth.
the Devil's Tooth. Say.
It is kind of like this rough stone stacked building with metal siding, about 2 or 3 stories tall. Has a bunch of windows on the outlet. It's probably some form of tavern. And when you go in, you actually have to go down before you go in. So it's like a staircase that leads down into the front entrance of the building. So you start in the basement and have to work your way up. But you get down.
Okay.
Yeah. You make your way in, and you see probably a loose maybe 6 or 7 tables, almost each of them occupied with 2 to 4 people each. So there's a lot of people in
So
here.
is this their lair? Is it raining right now?
Yeah.
Wow, it's really coming down.
Woo! So it's raining outside.
Yeah, set the scene.
Yeah,
For
yeah. Give me that ambiance. It's a cold.
I wonder if you can hear that.
What is this? Winter. Night?
Yeah, what season is it?
It's about winter, like fall into winter. So it's a bit chilly outside. But you go inside, and you there's a lot of tables are cornered in booths in like the corner of this room. Then you can see 2 sets of stairs that lead up at the back ends, framing the space, and then you can see a big bar counter center. And,
Wait, is this their lair?
oh yeah. Oh, I know. But do you know? But he called you here, or they called you here, and
Loop's a woman or a man or
you're unsure.
okay.
The thing with the Wraiths is that they always wear masks.
Okay.
So it's hard to discern what their identities are.
Great.
But you go sit down at a table, probably grab a drink or so. There's a lot of clamoring and people are gambling and betting and drinking heavily and shouting at each other. It's a bit of a rowdy bar, very divey feel. Divey. And you sit down. You wait for probably 10, 15 minutes.
Jesus, I'm getting bored. I made a drink soon.
What do you need? Don't turn around.
I need to turn around.
What can I do for you?
To whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
It's me, Luke.
Loop, it is so nice to hear your beautiful voice again. How you doing?
What would you like?
Ja, so the Ops have a bit of a...
I'm sorry?
The Ops? The Opul... Apple? I can't say the word.
That's how we're able to be so stealthy. They can't even say the name.
Team Truth? They, Oh.
We have so many code names, we're lost in it.
The codename kids next door. They the Opulente Palace, but we go by Ops now just to keep things simple.
Inventive.
Thank you. I came up with the idea.
I know that.
Oh, good. Okay. The word gets around quickly then, I
Sure.
can see.
Yes.
Yeah, so we were curious if it was at all possible to share the birds and the trees with the eyes, if you know what I mean. We share the little birds and perhaps give you some bird food.
You hear like a big gulp, and then you hear like that they set down something. Are you asking for birds?
No, not exactly. If you had an owl.
I know what you're asking for.
Yes, you know what I am asking for.
Yes.
I don't think he does. Rosebud's like...
Why do you think you deserve this sort of help from us?
Well, I just know that we have been nothing but kind to you at this point forward, you know? Like, we have helped you with some missions.
In our turf, yes.
Yeah, very good people you have here. Very nice, very pretty. I love decorations of your lair. Very nice. I like it. We just, you know.
Don't turn around.
I'm not turning around. Jesus. Or this lady-ish.
The lady.
The lady. Jeez. Ja. Why does anyone deserve anything, I would say, you know? When I was the captain of my crew, they would say to me, you know, why do you deserve to eat all the fruit? We have scurvy. And I would say, well, I am the captain, we must stay strong, and together, we will stay strong.
Things Delaney knows about being a pirate.
Scurvy
and fruit.
and togetherness.
Don't turn around.
Listen, I know that sometimes my accent and my inability to totally understand your language is a little challenging, but I guess what I'm trying to say is that in this day and age, there are so many things working against us. And if one of us succeeds, then we all succeed. If blue blood is on the street, then we all succeed. If there is money in one pocket, there is money in all pockets. If you help us, we help you. This is the only way we can survive.
It'll be just a fortune roll.
What do I roll for that?
What do you want to roll with that? I think
Sway.
Sway, sure.
Sway.
Sway
Can I-
with me.
Push myself to add another D6?
This is just a well, you can, yeah, if you want to.
I had a fortune rolls work again.
Fortune rolls just don't have a position and effect, that's all.
Oh.
It's kind of like, I don't have an automatic yes/no answer for you.
Okay, I'm gonna push myself and add 2 stress.
Sure.
Dice roll. No.
Oh, that's a 1.
No.
Oh, that's a 2. And that's a 5. Oh no, those are your rolls. You don't get to test.
Oh!
You don't get to test dice before you roll them.
I wasn't rolling those die. I needed an extra die.
You got a 5.
You got a 5.
Trying
We
to
all
trick
heard
me.
that happen. Did you hear him after the first one?
I thought he was just saying the numbers that I rolled.
Why?
I don't know why. I had my own dice I was gonna roll. I wasn't trying to roll Liam's dice. I was just trying to find one that was gonna roll for
I
me.
know what you were doing. I understand. You got a 5, which is still about medium.
So red.
You're getting checked now.
Yeah, see, the 5 was the best one you rolled.
Sits there for probably 40 minutes. No, 3 or 4 minutes, and you hear him get up from they get up from the table. And you hear like these heavy footfalls, like just like 3 that come right over to you, and you feel this very cold metal on the back of your neck.
If this is how you make deals, we can figure something out.
This is not a threat. This is a promise.
I'm listening.
When the pressure is on, you have to be able to trust people behind you. But you also have to know when to not trust people behind you. I like what you say. You have a sort of naivete that I'm interested in. That's why I let you guys be here. That's why Slane lets you be here. I didn't say speak. You have to understand that the pockets that will be fullest are ours. We like you, but don't push your luck. We can help, but we need a favor first. You may speak now.
Yeah, okay, this is good news, I'll say it, yeah. I didn't think this was a threat, I thought it was something else, if you know what I mean. But, Yeah, okay. Also, I was
Two
going to
different-
say
two
that,
different-
slain and slain, I
Yeah.
think this is funny, no? Okay, what's the favor? We can do it.
We'll be in contact in a couple days.
Okay, see you soon.
Your heavy footfalls.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Is that the facing?
I think that went
Alright, that went pretty
This
well.
is it's okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Whoo-wee, mama, I need a mimosa.
Or two.
Or two.
They just get
It's
insert
either-
motor oil.
It's either
Can I
death or like something sexual. Like,
Ooh, it's a bullet.
the thread. Ooh. Like,
The thorn is sharp.
Yeah.
Who's next?
sure.
So,
You are going to Adelaide, is that correct? So we'll.
No, not Adelaide. Didn't you
yeah,
say?
yeah.
Oh, I thought you were going to. Oh, that is her first name. You're right.
Miss Freud.
This is Freud.
It takes a day or two. She had to attend a funeral.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. Oh.
It's a pleasure to see you again. It's Chime, right?
Chime, yes, is what I go by.
Bloody cold out here.
Unfortunate. The weather.
As the two of you sit on this long stretch of bridge between Brightstone, right? Or I'm sorry, between Six Towers and Night Market, one of the northern bridges. You can see a bunch of carriages cross the scene. You can see this gentle fall of soot/snow. It's kind of a little bit more of a frigid day. Have you heard the news yet? Rowan's been assassinated.
Hmm.
Happened at the Weeping Lady
Hour of song?
on the Hour of Song, yes.
That's tragic. Did you know him well?
I knew when I was a little girl.
Well, I am sorry to hear of it.
He would watch me while my parents were away before I got married. What can I do for you?
Yes. Well, the reason we're meeting here is our little troop has thought of ways to expand. We were hoping you could provide some assistance with that. I don't know if recently, of course, how things are, but well, we were interested in your help, frankly.
Unfortunately, the position I'm in doesn't really allow me to pull strings outside of the information bracket. I don't really have people. I can gossip with the girls, but that's about the most of it.
And they're not for sale.
They're not for sale, unfortunately.
Well, that was a curiosity that is now sated.
I just know what my husband knows.
What's your husband's name again?
Lord Freud. Cobb Freud.
Well, he, I'm assuming, doesn't know about our connection.
Not at all. This is my own personal fund.
Fantastic. Well, I am sorry to hear about Lord Rowan. And
I am too. I don't know if Mr. Strangfold has many allies in this court, unfortunately.
we can look into that for you if you ever want us to.
If it's something you want to do.
Who knows? The way things are going might be worthwhile. I appreciate you meeting me here on this chilly day. I'd say drink some tea, get some warmth. I'll do the same. Condolences. And I'll make my way away.
Walks opposite you and hops into a carriage.
I don't know if I have a carriage, but
Just kind of jaunts.
It's really awkward because they're
scarf.
going in the same direction. She easily could have offered him a ride.
Yeah.
it's fine.
Oh, bye.
Oh gosh. Bye again.
Mm-hmm.
No, seriously, bye now. Me?
Yep.
Where do I meet Salia?
Can't find her.
Oh shit. Alright. Can I go somewhere else then?
You can certainly try. Where would you like to go? Do you need this? It's a map that I handed him.
It's a map. I'm holding a map.
What do you see?
What
do you see with your elf eyes?
Look with your special eyes. I want to go. Is there a specific place where I can meet with the demon? Satara? Does he have a realm? An area?
You go to the Cat and Candle.
Cat and Candle. Alright.
It's a very cozy, almost bar slash kind of apothecary, and it has a very large fireplace and a lot of basically all of it's basically wax light or fireplace light, and it's located in Coleridge. You sit down at the table closest to the fireplace. Just kind of stare and stare. And you catch these embers that are like sparking at the bottom, like all these little coals that are popping at the bottom of the fire. You look in and you look in, and then you see the embers catch and hold in space. You just do this sort of like wispy movement that almost leaves a trail. It's been a long time.
Yes. I've been very busy with new work. I'm sorry I didn't come to visit sooner. I got caught up with my own vice.
Time is relative. Not something I really feel.
To you, I'm sure it is. I have no clue what this relationship is between these two. So, why is he? Why do I have him marked as a friend? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like,
You told me that you're trying to seek a new form of elegiac whisper power.
okay, that's what I was thinking. Okay.
What it is on their side.
Okay, so with the things you've shown me about reaching out and viewing those who have passed beyond, like you said, time doesn't seem the same to you. But knowing my time here is limited in this form, I've been hurt, and I kind of show him the electrical burn on my arm and like kind of my face, and I say, it's been difficult and it's not easy. Is there any way I can get closer, or I can, any guidance you would have when it comes to accessing that world?
It's all exercise at the end of the day. It's all about practice. Doing it again. Hurting. Gaining. Hurting again.
I want to know.
And almost with every time you hear like the voice in flux, the fire billows a little bit every time.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna keep at it then. Is there anything you need? Is there anything you desire?
Nothing that you can supply me with now. I always desire, but I'm always smart about how I get it.
Understood. It's been a lousy few days. Hope you've been well. I don't know how to end this conversation, but hopefully next time we do meet, I'll be better off, and I'll be better able to help you if there is something you need. Goodbye. He's still there? No, he's already gone.
Oh shit. You just hear the crackles and pops of the fire.
And I just continue to sit, kind of just nursing my drink as I realize that it's over. Yeah.
So, you have some information.
Oh boy, what a time this has been, I will tell you.
Please
Tell us.
Fucking hit me with it.
Okay, now that I've got your attention. Okay, so I met up with Loop, I think. I didn't get to see their face. So Loop told me, I met Loop in the Devil's Bottom? No, the Devil's
Tooth?
Tooth.
The devil's tooth? Oh,
Devil's
man.
Tooth is where I met Luke.
Alright.
Yeah,
That is a dive.
you've been there.
Yeah.
It's not nice. It's very stinky.
I don't remember it.
Oh, you would have liked it there.
No, bad decorum, bad company. I don't
Too many
like
smells, but like not the right kind of smells.
Ex-
Just an
Exactly.
overwhelming sense of, wow, there's a lot of smells here.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
too
you
many,
get that. You've experienced that feeling. I'm
Yeah.
just checking. Okay,
way
cool.
too many.
Cool. And I just look at you and I'm like,
That,
sure.
that and because you mentioned that, I actually go light another incense. Yeah, this
I go
one's
stand
not
right
too
next to the
bad.
one you just lit, hoping that it is strong enough that I can just smell the one that is newest.
Why do that?
Oh, fuck.
So, yes, you met with Luke.
I did not see them, but they said to me, they said that they will help us with getting the little birds and the trees with the eyes.
Owls? Are you talking about owls? Got him. Alright.
Well, I mean, owls. It was brought up like one little bit, but anyway, I don't think they have access to owls right now.
Okay.
But we should get one if we want a team mascot. It is fun. A pirate has a parrot, a shadow has an owl. It makes sense to me. Anyway, they said to me that we must do them a favor if we wish to have these informants.
I mean, last favor we did for them worked out pretty well. So.
Yeah. She also, or they also said that their pockets must remain the fullest.
Wow.
In that, if we are, they did a little bit of a, what I assume was a threat. It's no big deal. They like put their blade against my back. I don't know how this
Was
is.
it dark
Their blade?
when they did? Sorry.
Was it dark?
The blade.
In the dark?
In the
Is
dark.
it- is it
Yeah, it
dark?
was definitely blade in the dark.
Okay.
The world implodes.
But yeah, we
Roll
must
credits.
be careful. If we need anything else from them, I do not think they will be very
So,
kind about it.
Well, I'm making sure that we always pay them for letting us use their turf.
for
and
now, until we can sustain ourselves.
Yeah.
Yes, I think this is the part that is worrisome because if we step on too many toes, we might lose a couple toes.
Well, the thing I'm thinking is, of course, their pockets are the fullest. We don't keep our coin in our pockets all the time, now do we?
Where
They're
do you
not
keep
here.
it?
Well, they're not here in Coleridge. They're over there in that market. We keep stuff in our boat, movable, keep it liquid. You know what I'm saying?
I do not understand that
liquid.
gold is
We
not
don't
liquid.
want it to be traceable.
Yeah, we don't want it to trace back to us, and we don't.
Oh,
If
we
we
want
do,
that juice?
yeah, if we don't, if we're making a
If
lot,
juice is how you understand it, then yes, we want the juice. We want
Yeah.
a lot of juice, enough juice that we can start selling juice.
A juice market.
this is what I was saying about
See,
having
so-
someone outside.
I will
Anyway.
get it. I put on my bathrobe.
Oh, you didn't have it on! Oh, God! Take your time.
We've just been so used to just
I
Situated now.
saw-
I do have my jacket off, though, so I'm breathing a little bit. My loose.
Careful, the incense will get in your pores. Anyway.
Oh God.
I have to take 2 baths.
I open the door, I say, Ja, how can I help you? Welcome.
No one's there. You look around. There's a letter.
Anybody order a letter?
I did.
You order one? Here you go.
I opened the letter.
Mm-hmm. It has the insignia of the raids on it.
Nice. What
Which
is
is
their
like just a
insignia?
spectral hand.
Ah, cool.
See, I think
Clawed
now.
spectral hand.
Very sweet.
An owl with gold jewels
Ooh.
for eyes.
This is good.
I like it now.
Okay, I make the owl with gold jewels for eyes. Hold on. I draw it on the piece.
While they're drawn up,
Yes.
I open and read the letter silently to myself. What does it say?
There is a hive member.
Uh-huh.
Or I'm sorry, not a hive member. In a hive tavern,
But not good.
there is a
Yeah, I figured.
person by the name of Jira.
Jira.
Jara.
Mm-hmm.
Who has a map. The Wraiths want you to take that map.
So there's a bar owned by the Hive. There's a person
Tavern.
in a tavern.
Named Jira. I need
Mhm.
to take their map.
Mm-hmm. It's a map book.
That's map book. Take it.
And it's in a Hive bar. What bar do they not say?
It is the Nail and Bottle.
The nail?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
And that's in Night Market.
Mm-hmm. You know the name Jira.
I do?
Mm-hmm. It's your first mate.
This map. Okay. Okay.
Well,
I
of
see the
course,
games they are playing.
Definitely in the Hive's crosshairs. If we weren't already.
So this is news to me. I did not think Jira was on the land.
Oh, well, shit. How are you? Are you on good terms with Jira currently?
If everyone is my friend. Whether or not they think of me as a friend, well,
What
that
do
is
you-
their problem.
What do you think Jira thinks? Because she's gonna be our
What do you
problem.
think, Jira?
Because she's gonna be our problem in a minute. So
I don't know. Jira is that complicated lady.
Okay.
You know, she's always wanted to be in charge. She says to me, she says, Rosebud, you don't know how to be a good captain. You don't know what you're doing. We're going to mutiny. She says these things. I do not understand them. I think she does not speak my language.
Well,
so yeah,
that sounds contemptuous.
useful.
She
Possibly.
says, get on the dinghy. We're sending you to land. She says, the boat is mine now. Like, I did
When
not.
did this happen?
So you're telling me that the sexy lady is docked somewhere in this city?
And that you are no longer the captain of it.
I do not know it. Well, I am the captain. of the dandelion. Whether or not the sexy lady is here may not be the case. There are some other crew members who Jira did not get along with either.
So it's very up in the air as to who might be the current captain. Of
However,
this
if the sexy lady is here, it is much bigger ship. Very beautiful, very voluptuous, yes. Very.
A voluptuous boat. I love it. Why do you think all? Oh, she's a beaut, ain't she? Like, why do you think all boats are?
The energy.
It's very nice. If we could take the sexy lady back,
One thing at a time.
we could go somewhere else.
Well, yes, but we want to make our claim here. The whole point of me bringing you all together was so that we could.
The sexy lady has a bolt on it.
We'll deal with the sexy lady when she's ready to be dealt with.
The
Yeah,
Is
sexy
it a
lady
she or a he or like?
is a boat.
Did you give it a nomenclature?
What nomenclature do you refer to the ship as?
It's a sexy lady.
Cool. We'll deal with the sexy lady when the sexy lady shall be dealt with.
Well, I was gonna say, taken off of this connection that
I'm
we've
sorry, it's not a
discovered.
boat, it's a ship.
Yes,
A
it is a
ship.
ship. It's a beautiful ship. Well,
Sure.
I was gonna say, going in on this this quick snatch and grab, I think having someone as loud, colorfully loud, visually loud as Rosebud is, especially someone who has direct connection, might draw enough attention, especially by the
And
person
then one of us can interrupt the fight.
interrupt the fight.
Snaps.
I know you've been wanting to throw some things around.
I do want to fight. However, to fight in the hive turf, this seems dumb.
But you're not fighting someone in the hive. You're fighting on their turf. You know, barroom brawls happen all the time. We'll break it up. We'll take care
Do
of
they
it.
not know that I work for the OP team?
I don't know. Have you been telling everybody that you work for the Opulent Palace?
I mean, I got this tattoo on my
Oh
arm.
It's literally I work for.
Do you have a tattoo? Do you have a tattoo on your arm that says Opulent Palace or not? Yes or no?
Literally a business card.
Do you have a tattoo? Do you have a tattoo on your arm that says Opulent Palace?
No.
Okay. Because I was gonna say I immediately like
Cut
would
my
come.
arm off.
No, I was gonna immediately just
Fillet.
fillet your arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was asking.
Right.
What we should do,
Tyler.
we enter.
It's not
so
on
we,
my arm.
We enter.
It's on my ass. Opulent
Oh,
Palace.
no.
Pucker.
It says OP. And then when
The-
it gets bigger, it says Opulent
Tiny
Palace.
text.
Oh! Opulent Palace.
Would okay.
Alright, okay.
Whoa. I think I like the idea of you going in there, getting all rowdy, distracting lots of eyes.
And you can even be bragging about your latest. Ooh.
Ooh.
Is there anyone that we might want to throw this on in case it does get thrown back to us?
Grace.
Who,
No.
Who's Grace?
Maybe not one person, but like a
like
bigger
a group.
Okay.
What about the Lost
What do we know about them? They're a bunch of thugs, right?
ex-soldiers?
Yeah.
Not thugs.
Ex-soldiers?
They protect people.
Oh yeah, the Lost are good.
I've got
Wow.
an idea.
Oh.
The Lost.
I've got an idea.
Yes.
What?
Rosebud.
What if we dressed me up like a blue coat? And I fought her. I said, you're a pirate and I know it. And I will take you to prison until I fight her.
The
All right.
actual blue coats are real, and they will
Be upset with
be
you.
upset.
If you're looking to pin it, you're looking to take a negative score.
You're
Exactly.
right. I
Out there.
say
there's no pinning it and being like, we cool?
Yeah.
the blue coats.
Who operates the farthest away from this part of town?
Rats.
And you know who eats rats?
Who's
The
someone
owls!
who like wouldn't be here? It'd be weird that they were there, or like someone like coming down to the janky part of town.
Maybe the Silver Nails?
Either way,
You're
you're gonna be
making a lot of noise.
Yeah, but we might not even have to throw that name out there.
Yeah.
Just in case they're like, who do you work
We
for?
could also be making up a story. Something ridiculous. One of your pirate adventures.
Yeah, maybe
perhaps.
you're like, if maybe it's not even a real group. Maybe you're just like, I'm with the Iron Whelps.
Yeah, we pulled a score out near.
Okay.
Anyway,
We just got back from.
you just need a
Scotland.
shred of truth to lend a little credibility.
I'm
to
a
it.
pirate from the Iron Whelp. You know.
The truth would be you're a pirate. The rest is fiction. So
Former member of the sexy lady, throw it out there. I don't know.
so we get you oiled up.
I am always oily.
That was bad phrasing. You cause a ruckus. We intercept, and
Just having a few drinks.
just having a few drinks.
So we are all going in together.
We're all going in separate, together. Wink.
While in there, you do not make contact with either of us. It's very important that we are
Yes.
not seen talking.
Yeah.
Is it? What if I just ask her for the map?
Well, then she'd want to know how you know that she has one.
Pirates have maps.
All right.
Okay.
Maybe to reveal where it is on her
We also
person.
don't actually know if it is on her person. Right?
Yeah, we don't know
We
that.
don't know that.
But you can be like, hey, I'm looking to get back in the game, whatever.
I think this is a good outline.
There's a good outline. I say, and then we talk about the rest of it. It was a great plan, and then we're going to execute it. Because that's how this game works, right? We're going.
We're gonna do when did they?
So
have a
we're
time?
going. Just to
Time.
clarify, we're going to the tavern.
Mhm.
I am fighting her.
I am beating her up.
And
You are
I'm
the
going
big,
to-
loud distraction,
I'm
whether
gonna
that is
say
your
that
conversation.
I'm from some other group that doesn't exist,
That
but
sounds good.
draw a bunch of attention to myself on hive turf.
Sure.
Yes.
Or not. The thing is, my thing is, you as a person are just loud, like colorful, like all that. You're going to draw attention anyway. Is
I've
my
been
thought.
working on it though. I've been working on prowling. I've got one in prowling now.
Don't we
Sneaky
all?
sneaks. But are you socially sneaky?
There's no button for that.
Social quiet, social quiet.
There's nothing on here
So cool.
that says that.
I don't see it.
Let's-
What's our downtime?
Is it on?
to this?
It's on.
How much downtime do we have? How much downtime do we have before we have to do this?
Do you
Up to us. Cool.
know that it's fleeting? Could
I
go
would-
back out in the water any day.
I want.
The letter
Sexy
said
lady
she's
here.
at this place,
Yeah.
so it makes me
So
seem like
we
it's
can go
now. Like it doesn't make it sound like she's staying there for a couple days.
Yeah.
Like
Cool. So there's no can't get in touch with Sally. Okay.
I haven't been able to
Yeah.
speak with her. I haven't been able to get in touch at all. That's what I went to. But oh yeah. By the way, before we all dove into this, I went and talked. Didn't find anything. Couldn't find her.
Also, looks like Strangford has one less opponent on the city council.
One less ally.
Ally.
Potential
Shit.
ally. Yeah.
So that means there's one open seat already, and there might be two now.
flashback. Can I have some information about Jira, please?
What?
Since
what,
I worked with her for
yeah, absolutely. Here's what I wrote down.
cool. Just what I would know.
Jira.
Give me a couple of
Woman from the Dagger Isles, wild and tall. She has a strong sense of freedom. She can be cooperative, but she can also be obsessive and enigmatic. She loves pre-cataclysm legends.
Oh, okay.
Give me a couple hours, and I'll see what I can pull together in terms of information on where she's staying, or more information about the history of the nail and bottle.
Yeah.
How many hive members might actually be there?
And
I'm assuming none. But
yeah, I'll get there.
Assuming it's gonna cakewalk.
It's gonna be cakewalk. There's nobody there. It says hive turf. What does that really mean?
Now this may not be like, even though it's hive owned, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's hive guarded.
yeah.
Yeah,
Could be
I guess
additional
more
funds.
yeah.
yeah. It's how they're making money.
Yeah.
So yeah, we don't want to cause too much of a
Ruckus.
I
I don't want to damage.
want to go there first and be like the first one to just be sitting there at the bar. So that way it's like we have one in before you show up, and then you come in a little bit later.
Sure. So what is your plan?
Oh,
Is it deception? Is this deception or social?
I think it's attack. It's assault mission. I'm attacking her.
well, are you going to attack her? That was like the
That- Was what you said for me to do.
If you can get it from
we
her
said
without
cause-
having
like
to, you
cause
don't
a-
have to.
cause
But
a
you're the
ruckus.
one you're the point of contact. You're the one who's actually going to go up to her.
Cause a ruckus. It's me.
Fuck her life up. You
Yeah.
do what you want, Rosebud.
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah, I'm giving you like I was like, this is
I
the
don't think-
most
think
freedom we're giving Rosebud in deciding.
I think this is deception.
I think this
I
is.
think
let-
it's deception. As
I
well.
think this is a let Rosebud decide.
All right.
Hey.
What do you think it is? Because I'm just waiting for it to go off. You're the it going off.
What does this how does this affect us in the end?
It just gives me a prompt for the scene. So if you're saying that it's going to be an assault, and you give me the point of attack, like the start of the scene will be you literally like kicking in the door. You mean like Jira, like some sort of anime protagonist.
I knew you would be here.
Yeah.
That sounded entertaining.
You're giving me juice. You're giving me juice.
We want the juice. We want that juice. We just talked about
Social
it.
is
Liquid.
connection. So, what is the connection you have?
Yeah. It'll like
I wish you could do more than one of these. It feels like
Like,
it's
Keeps it
multiple.
focused.
It can change.
I mean, it can change as the scene evolves, but
Okay, so it's just
this
the
is how you
start.
start.
The kick,
This is
yeah.
this is how you kick it off.
Okay, so let's start. Let's start with
Occult.
with
The one no one was thinking of.
let's start with connection. Let's
The
start with social.
Social connection and your connection between what is the connection? You and
and
Jira.
her,
Sure.
yeah.
Okay.
That we're gonna start with that,
You and me.
and we'll see where that most likely goes.
All right.
wait, what's our load?
Oh yeah.
So you have to decide your load.
I'm late.
I'm light too because I don't want to look conspicuous.
I'm like,
Maybe you're
No,
heavy.
I'm actually. I'm gonna use my fine cover identity
Mm-hmm.
and play the role of a scoundrel in the underworld.
Aren't you a scoundrel in the underworld?
I am.
So you're saying that you want to cover identity from a different faction, maybe a hive member.
Yeah, if
Cool.
possible.
I don't see why not.
Yeah.
A hive guard or something like
Hive
that.
guard, yeah, like a hive guard. So
Sure.
I'll be normal.
Sure.
I'll look beefy.
Sure. We'll roll that in after the engagement roll, Rosebud.
Sorry.
Rosebud, you rolling it,
Start
babe.
with one die for sheer luck. Is this operation particularly bold or daring?
Yeah,
Okay,
Yeah.
Take one
I
die.
decided that, right?
Yeah. Is this operation overly complex or contingent on many factors?
Definitely.
Sure. Minus one die.
Is it? Oh.
Does the plan's detail expose a vulnerability of the target or hit them where they're weakest? I see Jira as a very openly flamboyant, high energy type person. So maybe I don't. You tell me how particular your relationship is with Jira.
What do you mean by that? I need a more specific
How
question.
much do you not like each other? Like how bad is it?
Oh, I think Rosebud plays it off like it's chill,
Mhm.
but not
Sure.
not chill. At
Sure.
least on Rosebud's end.
Sure.
Maybe Jira's the type of person who's like, oh, I did my business with you. Bye. Kind of. I don't know.
So then,
That does not sound like her from what the description you gave me earlier was.
then from that, or do they have particular defenses or special preparations? Take minus one die. You're gonna lose a die.
No, I don't have any special.
No, they do. Like if she doesn't like you, if she's already on the back foot of seeing you again, she's probably prepared to like not have a conversation with you. So you're gonna take. So you have 0 die right now.
Is this because I chose social? Is that what's
Yes.
affecting these?
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to ask earlier. Is like what I didn't. That's what I was asking earlier when I was saying what's going to change about this.
It's
I didn't know it was going to affect. I forgot that this role existed.
that's what I'm boiling
It's
down
too late.
to. I forgot the engagement role existed. You're fine. Can any of your friends or contacts provide aid or insight for this operation? Yes, the raids. Are any enemies or rivals interfering in this operation? Yes, take -1 die. Are there any other elements that you want to consider? Tier, location, etc. You're able to approach her. I can say that you can get a die because you know where she is.
It's in our turf.
That's true. You can take a die.
That's all I got. You got anything, boys?
Nope.
All right.
No, unless we do flashback, but not for engagement.
All right.
Double sixes all the way to complete the mission.
6.
Cool.
Single 6.
I'm so happy when I see this.
So you arrive at the what did I say?
Nail and bottle.
Nail and
Thank
bottle.
you. Nail and bottle.
In or on?
In.
Ooh, nail and bottle.
Nail in bottle.
Both of you are already in position inside.
He was coming in
I
after.
was coming in after.
Are we not doing the whole thing where we're blaming it on? Oh, we're doing it on brand. Okay.
Made up name.
You're already inside. You've all already arrived at separate times, but not together. Right.
Gotcha,
This,
gotcha.
this is just the scene. Now you are all inside.
1,
You
2, 3.
warmed up to Jira. Your position is controlled basically for this. You
Oh, so I'm not kicking down the door? And coming
not in a social no.
I still wanted to kick down the door.
I was so
But
Well,
so
then
socially.
you can say that you kicked down the door into the building. You gave your big like bravos like Jira,
Yeah.
and then turns like gives you a fierce scowl. And you aren't even affected by the scowl. You saunter in, you move past her guards and all her crewmates. Like, no, excuse me, it's been a long time.
Oh, so this is we're with her crew. The crew's here too.
Yeah, her crew is here.
Her crew or my crew?
Her crew. All of you are here.
Yeah.
They're inside.
No, I'm talking
No,
about.
she's saying
Oh,
her old
oh.
crew.
No, they are new members. They're not all the same people.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got some fresh meat on the
Yeah,
sexy
yeah.
lady, I guess. Okay.
You grab a couple drinks, you saunter over, she goes to put like her weight into your space, and you just kind of like move around her, sit at a table, and like, come sit, join.
Yes.
And she just like, it comes back to her, this is who Rosebud is.
Yeah.
Sits down.
You look beautiful, Jara. How has it been? How long has it been since I have last seen you on the open waves? What, 6 months? 2 months? Who can never be sure?
It's been 4 years.
Ah, time flies when you are having fun, no?
When you leave us stranded out on the ocean, I don't think so.
Well, sometimes, things happen and you got to run. I seen a Kraken one. Anyway, so what is up with you?
Well, things have only gone up for me since you've been gone.
Ja, me too.
Oh, yes? You have a new boat then?
Ja's a dandy. Pandy. The dandy pandy, it's so good.
The Dandy Pandy. What's a good name that is? Yeah. So much better than the sexy lady.
Yeah, I've gotten much better at naming things,
Does it have a forward statue head? Does it have the mermaid? Do you miss the mermaid from the sexy lady?
Ja, no mermaid no more. No, that's old news, It's fresh, it's new, it's a big... I'm so sorry about this.
No, it's fine. Keep going. You were telling me how great the Pandy Dandy
No,
is.
it's a dandy pandy.
How could I have forgotten?
What she said was farther away from the truth. Don't correct her.
You look like you're doing well. Have you lost weight?
Ja, I have, tighten it up, It's easier when you're...
You've been eating well? Doing well?
Yeah, but
Making
you're...
money?
Tons of it.
Oh, so much money. I'm making money too these days.
Yeah, I hear.
Yeah.
Tell me
What
more.
have you heard?
Well, I see many more crew members. How is the sexy lady holding up with all of these fresh meal?
Actually, pretty good. Yeah.
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 Can I study what they're having?
Yeah.
Can I see any kind of? We said it was a map book. Do I see anything like that on her currently, or around the crew? Can I do a study of the room
You see the book on the table.
between them?
Yep.
Cool. I don't have to roll that.
Mm-mm.
Can I still do a study to see kind of what the rest of her crew is doing?
Mm. It'll be risky because even though you two are hidden,
Yeah.
actually, let's do this first. Let's do some sort of roll to determine how. This will be a fortune roll, not any sort of like position effect thing.
Okay. Can I say? Well, all of my things are one. Yeah, but I was just sway. I've just been like kind of casually conversing about people.
Sure, make a sway fortune roll.
Oh,
Okay.
Sway.
If that you can use whatever you want for yours.
Yeah.
Yours is going to be controlled because you have the identity.
Yeah. I'm pretending to be like disgruntled.
Or I'm sorry. You can take an additional die for that. An additional die to roll because it's a fortune roll.
Consort with all my fellow. Nah, I'm not gonna consort. I'm just sway. I'm gonna be like, you want something? Ale. 5.
Okay, noted. Yeah. So now, if you want to do that.
yeah. I just want to study the rest of her crew. Oh, 5.
Okay. You look around. Most of the crew is looking very intently at Rosebud. They're in very like it's not like a controlled circle, but there's about if this room has probably about 24, 25, 6-ish amount, like mid-20s amount of people. At least half of them are the crew.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's a big ship. You need a good crew size.
Yep.
So what can I owe this pleasure to finding me?
Well, I heard you in town, so I said I must get a drink and see my favorite lady, my first mate, forever and forever.
I am kind of a celebrity these days, yes.
Ja, you were trying to tell me, what did you say you are up to recently?
Hunting leviathans. I've been selling blood. Oh, I'm sorry. The things that we couldn't do when you were captain.
Yeah, because when we were captain, it was dangerous. Is this why you have so many new crew members? Is because they get eaten regularly?
Yes. They know what they signed up for. High risk, high reward.
Yeah, okay, I see. You put all your cards on the tables then. I see you've got a royal flush. This is very cool news.
I don't mind.
I'm there.
Confident in my abilities.
I am very proud of you, Jira. You have definitely surpassed the master.
Wouldn't say it was difficult.
Yeah, well, where do you even find the Leviathans? That's crazy,
That's the secret. Points onto the book.
Oh, is there something?
You want to? I wouldn't recommend touching it. No,
What's wrong with it?
because it's not yours.
Is it haunted by the spirits?
I'm sorry.
Ja, you know about the ghosts?
Oh, you've always been the superstitious type. I remember the sage or
Yeah.
spirit. Eh?
This is why we do not hunt Leviathan, because then they will haunt the boat. They will crash the boat.
Let me let you in on a little secret. I had a feeling that you'd be here today. I guess I shouldn't say a feeling, and I didn't have it, no. A friend of yours had it. You look back, she points towards the stairs. Oh my, what a pleasure to see you again. She's actually wearing shorts now. Who is it? Grace. Oh. Have you met my new partner, Grace? Come here, honey. And comes down the stairs. Gives her a little kiss on the mouth.
Wow, this is great news!